The UK suffers from having a severe lack of female founders. Comparable countries like Australia, Canada, the Netherlands have a much higher proportion of women starting businesses. In the UK, fewer than 1 in 3 founders is a woman.
And why is this a problem, particularly in the UK? Because those countries, comparable standards of living, comparable education, comparable social attitudes, why is the UK further behind in terms of women starting businesses?
They're similar in many ways, but one of the biggest differences in the UK is we have some of the most expensive childcare costs in the world, and we have the highest childcare subsidies as well. And this is largely because we over-regulate the sector and we have incredibly strict rules about how many staff members you can have per child in a nursery, which drives up the costs for women and means that many of them can't work after they've had children.
So there's this ratio of how many care staff have to be to each child, and that means that childcare in this country is a lot more expensive. What's that ratio, and how is it different to other countries?
So it varies from age to age. So when you have very, very young children, it's 1 or 2 children per staff member. It goes up and up until when you're about 4, it becomes, I think, about 14, and then children are immediately in school with 30. So it doesn't really make much sense. We could probably halve childcare costs if we had the same ratios as Norway, which are slightly looser.
Wow, and halving childcare costs, that could really be that key to unlocking a lot more economic growth. One of the big things about this budget, I think a lot of people are worried about, is that the Treasury doesn't seem to be having a growth strategy at its heart. It's talking a lot about what taxes it will rise, it's talking a lot about its commitments and sort of maybe some baubles to catch some headlines in terms of spending commitments. But really that strategy for growth is something that a lot of people are looking out for.
That's definitely true. The conversation about growth seems to have completely disappeared. All conversations about taxes are about who they fall upon, how much we're paying, who's paying, and we don't seem to be talking about what we really need to get out of the recovery, which is to grow our way out of it.